Hello friends, it's Kristie Marcotte. I'm so excited to be guest designing for Pretty Pink Posh in their May 2021 product release blog hop. They have an amazing release with lots of fun products. They're also giving away 3 $25 gift certificates. There will be one random winner selected each day. Comments must be left by 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on May 9th. And the winners will be announced over on the Pretty Pink Posh blog. I will have all of that information and the link to the blog in the description box below. The May release is so much fun since it has a little bit of everything. There's Father's Day, 4th of July, a little bit of spring. You could use some of the things for Mother's Day. So let me show you what I received. First up is the Tulip cover plate die, and I absolutely love this. I'm a huge Tulip fan. So you have that full background die, and it also has the little tag and the little bow. And I've already snipped those apart. There's also this great die for anybody who does woodworking, likes to use tools. So this is the tool background die. So you can see it has the hammer, there's a ruler, a wrench, I'm not sure of all the tools, but I can see some nails and screws in there. And then it also has the sentiment, "You nailed it." So it fits perfectly in that little banner in the center of the die. Next up is the Slimline Floral cover die. Look at this, isn't this beautiful? I love all the detail. There's so many different ways you could use this die. You could paper piece some of the petals, you could do some distress inking for that background or some watercolor, so many options. For the stamp sets, I received the Dad set, and this is a very versatile stamp set. I love the large Dad sentiment in that wood grain design, and I also have the coordinating dies. And you may have noticed I have already used that stamp set. I will have a video coming out very soon with that. The final item I received is their 4th of July stamp set. I love patriotic cards, so this set is perfect for me. And I also have the coordinating dies. One thing that's really fun, they have the die to go with the word America. So you can see this lines right up with that sentiment. So I will be using this in a video probably this month. For my card today, I'll be using the Tulip cover die since I love it so much. I have some white cardstock and 2 Distress Oxide ink colors. I have Salty Ocean and Tumbled Glass. I have a blender brush, and I'll start with the Salty Ocean color. I'm adding a very light coating of this blue on the background. I don't want to have it too bright. Overall, this card has a very soft look. So I will speed this portion up quite a bit. I'm not the fastest at ink blending. Now I'm also adding some circles to the background. I'm simply twisting the brush to add those circles to create this bouquet look on the background. Now I'll do the same thing with the Tumbled Glass ink. So add some more of those circles. I love this look in photography, so it was fun to create that same style on my card. So add a few more. And there is my finished background. I love how this looks. Now since this is Distress Oxide ink, I'll also be spraying it with some water. So I've gone ahead and done that, let it dry, and here is that finished background. I've already gone ahead and cut out the Tulip cover piece. I used some white shimmer cardstock for that. For the flowers and also the vase, I'll be inlaying some specialty cardstock. So first I'll put some double-sided tape on the back side. And I don't need to cover every single area, just enough to hold those pieces in place. So I did speed this portion up quite a bit while I cut all these small pieces of double-sided tape. Once I have most of the areas covered with double-sided tape, I can flip over this die cut. Now for the flowers, I use some beautiful pink satin mirror cardstock. This is pink chiffon. And for the vase, I have this iridescent mirror cardstock called Water Sprite. So pretty, I love how it looks when the light hits it. Here are all those pieces all ready and cut out. So now all I have to do is inlay them into this Tulip cover die. So it's like assembling a puzzle. Super easy with that double-sided tape on the back side. I realized I missed one spot on the back of the vase with some double-sided tape, so I'll just add a small piece there. Now some of the pieces for the vase are super tiny, so I am using an embellishment wand to help pick them up and place them into that die cut. Once the vase is completed, I can work on the pink tulips. Pink tulips are my favorite flower. I live in Western Washington, and up north in the Mount Vernon area, they have beautiful tulip fields, and I was fortunate to go and visit them this year. And I do tend to hang out in the pink tulip area. So once all of those pieces are in place, I can remove the release paper on the back of that double-sided tape. So I'll pull out my background, and I'll also grab some liquid adhesive. I'm using Barely Art glue. I'll add it all around the frame and also in any little area where I didn't have that double-sided tape. Just want to make sure everything stays in place. So once I have good coverage, I decided I would flip it upside down and then attach the background, so I could line it up nicely and not get any little bits of glue on the front. So there is the main part of the card. I love how this turned out. It's so beautiful. Next, I'll put some ATG tape on the back and adhere my card front to a card base. And this cover die is A2 size, so this will be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches. I used 2 different shades of pink cardstock for the tag and also the bow. And for the sentiment, I used Pretty Pink Posh's Simple Sentiment Set. This is the Just For You sentiment. I simply masked off the word just. I'll put some liquid adhesive on the back of the bow and adhere it to the tag. And I'll have that center knot for the bow covering up the hole on the tag. Before adhering the tag to the side of the vase, I will add a scrap piece of cardstock underneath just so it's at the same level as the tulips and the little tulip stems. So this pink cardstock is really thin. I will add 2 layers. Once I decide on the placement, I'll put some liquid adhesive on the back and adhere it to the card. So I want it to look like it's mostly attached to the top of that vase. Then to finish off the card, I'll add some clear crystal gems. I'll be using 2 different sizes. I'm going to place them on the card first using my embellishment wand. And there is no adhesive on the back, so I will need to use some liquid glue. I didn't want to add a lot of extra bling to the card since the specialty cardstock already has quite a bit of shimmer and sparkle. One of the crystals is super tiny and I was having problems turning it over. So once I have the placement, I'll put the liquid adhesive down and attach all those crystals. Now after I finished recording this card, I was looking at it and decided to add just a couple more crystals. So I have 1 in the middle of the bow and then 1 more in that lower right hand corner. So you can see it on the photo here. So there is my finished card. I absolutely love how this turned out. It's so beautiful. That die is amazing. Now be sure to leave a comment so you qualify for the giveaway, and also head over to all the other stops on the hop. I do have them listed in the description box below, and they're also over on my blog. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.